All right. So this is day 7. This is my update for day 7. I actually was recording a video yesterday, day 6, for the update, but I got a call in the middle, and then when I went back, the call was like over an hour. And when I went back, I'm like, I'm just gonna drive and keep recording. And the problem is it kept cutting out, and it never worked. So I just all the stuff that I was saying never recorded. So anyway, here we are, day 7. So let me give you an update. Let me look at my Trello board. So I had a great call last night with my mentor, business coach, and that's the call that interrupted my video. So well worth it. And and the very cool thing was the day before I had I had a Stephen Holdbrook actually sent me some text, and we were texting back and forth. And I think it was on maybe day 2 or something like that. Um, I I may have talked about how Steve Holbrook came on to the meeting that we were doing, and was there for like 7 minutes, and it felt like the message that he gave everybody was literally he was speaking to me, because everything that happened like the day before in that whole 24 hours was it was just like all these messages from God telling me all this stuff, and it's like it was so much I don't know, serendipity or something like that, but it's like the same message in all these different ways, not to mention my own realization and everything like that. And I'm like, man. Anyway, I told Steve about that. And so it was cool. Tonight we have team training, and this is for the financial services side. When it comes to the the thing that I'm working on for breweries, like today's day 4 for that. And so today is develop some visual aids. So it's going to be tough because today's actually August 1st. August 4th, I'm going to be done with 75 hard. Today is day 73 of 75 hard. I am excited for day for Sunday, because I'll be done with 75 hard. So my birthday is June 2nd, and August 4th, my mom wanted to make my birthday cake. Like, if ever I would be in California, she would always want to make my birthday cake. And it's just a simple cake, right? It's just angel food cake with chocolate icing. Like, it's my favorite cake, right? So anyway, she was like, um, and my birthday was June 2nd, but I was doing 75 hard, and I'm like, and she got all the ingredients and everything, and she's like, I want to make you a birthday cake. I'm like, well, I can't have it until August 4th. And so I just told her the other day, like, hey, I can have my birthday cake on Sunday. And she's like, okay, I got to get the ingredients. So maybe she used the chocolate icing for something else, or I don't know. Maybe she used the other stuff. Anyway, so she's kind of excited about that. I guess I am too. I'm also a little worried about jumping in and having, because I haven't really had much sugar. It wasn't necessarily part of my diet, but but I um, but I just really don't really have a lot of, you know what I mean. I just don't necessarily really have a lot of sugar, to be honest. Like, I don't drink soda. I mean, shoot, I got to drink a gallon of water a day, so I really don't drink soda much at all. Anyway, um, so I just hardly have sugar. So it's going to be very interesting, like diving in the day after 75 hard, and hitting the sugar. But let's see. So today, so this is the marketing program that I'm going to be doing for breweries. This amazing offer. And I also reached out to a friend of mine that runs a bar. She's got so much experience. And I asked her if she would be open to listening to the offer, taking a look at some stuff, and then giving me feedback. Because I am doing all of this stuff. It's based on my experience with working with bars and breweries and stuff like that. But um, you never it's all theory so number one, it's all theory until you actually do it. And it's while I am educated a little bit, I've never ran a bar. I've never experienced running a bar and creating a loyalty program and all that kind of stuff. So it would be great to get that feedback from somebody who I know has been staff of a bar, has managed a bar, and also owns a bar. You know what I mean? Like that, I think is like the best person to ask. So I'm really hoping that that she'll take me up on it. I don't know. We'll see. I have other people to ask, but I like asking the one person that I want to do. Reason I'm all dressed like this and in the office is I needed to take my dad out today. Um, so he had an appointment that I took him to. So anyway, so today, so in the last 4 days, I have been working on this thing. I kind of worked with AI to come up with these three different parts of this offer and kind of help me figure out this offer. And then what we did is we came up with a 1 week game plan of implementation of these two of the three, and then a 1 month game plan, basically a 1 month playbook for this other piece. So today the offer stack. So I'm sure that you've probably experienced where in a sales process, there's always like this offer. In internet marketing, we just call it the offer stack. So, for example, if you're on a webinar and they're selling something up from the webinar, they're going to say like, okay, well, you're going to get this, and it's priced, it's this value. You're going to get this. You're going to get this. You're going to get this, and then they put a value on all those things, and it's worth actually the oh, that's from yesterday. Let me look at yesterday because I actually added all of that stuff up. So yesterday I had to break everything down into number one, I had to do the value stack on day two. Yesterday I had to come up with three different plans, three different pricing plans. So the problem with that is like I want everybody to do the main thing because they're going to get the most out of it. They're going to get the most money. They're going to like I am going to give them like I don't have the numbers in front of me, but like I think I'm going to be giving them back $10,000. Um, so it's such a win-win-win situation. It's absolutely crazy. But anyway, um, so if they get everything, the value stack is at $18,278. That does not include the 10,000 that I'm going to just also give them. So technically, I guess it's worth 28,000. So anyway, so I just wanted to go through. I did come up with the three different options that they could go because I guess I do know that not every brewery is going to be able to go with the platinum. So they might just have to go with the bronze. And so they might just have to go with the bronze. And if they're going to go for the gold, I'm like, the difference between gold and platinum is so the money, the cost is so little compared to the value. So like if you're contemplating going gold, you might as well go platinum because platinum is so much more better. And not to mention you're also going to get literally a check from me. So with that said, let's go back to today. Today is day 4, and the offer stacking method says to develop visual aids like charts and infographics to make the value proposition compared. Well, shoot, today, man, I'm thank God. I just went to Chrome Coffee and I got some coffee. This has got 4 shots of espresso in here. I mean, it's an Americano, and when they make Americanos, they make 4. There's 4 shots of espresso in there. Okay, let's just say, um, and I got it iced, so I can just down it and like go full speed. I'm gonna start. So here's one of the things that I've started doing with all of this productivity and everything is I started using Pomodoro Method. And so I have an Alexa and I also have Google Assistant with me. And with the Alexa, I actually named my Alexa something different. So that's why I'm able to say Alexa and it doesn't go crazy right now. I named it Ziggy. So anyway, so I use a Pomodoro method. So Pomodoro means tomato in I think it's Italian. So I just say start work tomato, and then it starts. So what it is it's 25 minutes. You just totally focus 25 minutes, and then it's a 5-minute break, and then it's work 25 minutes, and then it's a 5-minute break, and then 25 minutes. So you do that 4 times, and then after your 4th tomato or your 4th Pomodoro, then you can take a longer break. And so that's basically 2 hours of work. So you focus. So maybe a task might take you 2 Pomodoros to complete or 3 Pomodoros to complete. But it's really a thing to be like, I'm only doing this for 25 minutes and then I'm going to take a break. So really, when you know that, you kind of stop looking. This sucks. I'm just gonna like look for a cat video right now or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, um, we kind of live in a society and we're kind of being trained by all of these apps to have such. We need all of this information now, and one of the things here's one of the things that I was talking to somebody about. It's like there is absolutely no way that anybody would be able to watch The Godfather right now. If you've ever seen the movie The Godfather, there's like these very long, drawn out scenes where they're just showing the side of the hillside of like Italy and all that kind of stuff. Or there's just like these long scenes with just like piano going and it's just really long. People cannot handle that stuff right now. They need like stuff, they need action, stuff like that going on all the time. Oh man, we need to see a horse back there running along. No, this is just a landscape shot. We're just showing you the vineyard. Like that's it. Like that's all you're seeing. And we're going to show it to you for like 5 minutes. And it's like there's no way that kind of stuff would happen right now. So with that said, if you can discipline yourself and you can use a little bit of willpower, and I'm reading the book, The One Thing right now, and it's actually talking about willpower, how you do have willpower in your tank, but it does deplete. it does deplete. So whenever you have to use willpower, you're using some of that gas. And whenever you have to use willpower again, you lose some of that gas. And then so it gets to be like by the time it's 5 o'clock and you don't really have any willpower anymore, but you know that you should eat healthy. But man, those whatever, those chips or that sugar or whatever that's there, like, man, I really need that stuff. People go for that and because they don't have any more willpower. So if you can conserve your willpower throughout the day, then it makes life so much easier. So I'm very big into productivity and not doing anything you don't necessarily have to. So if I have to write an email to multiple people and it's the same email, I'm just going to automate that process. If it's going to be a text message to people, I'm going to just automate that process. If you know what I mean? If there's some sort of thing that I can take off of my plate, like editing videos. Like, so this video right now, I'm probably going to edit this into small chunks so I can put it on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. All right. But I'm not doing that editing. I am putting that in an AI editor. I'm typing in some keywords like, yeah, edit it around these keywords, and then it's going to edit it. And then it's going to come up with like 10 to 20 different edits, some clips, and then I'll go through the clips, and then I'll like maybe scrub it, add a little bit more, cut something out. But my time is going to be so much less. And trust me, I love editing. I got into filmmaking to be an editor, and I love it. It's just very time consuming, and I got other stuff to do. I got I got Pomodoros to do. So so today I got to develop these visual aids, but I also have I actually did set a meeting today with a company that does AI calling. I've actually set up AI calling for one client. I've tested it out for a few other clients and everything, but I set up AI calling for one client, and this company does does AI calling, but it's they use a different method. So I'm gonna check it out and see if I can either recreate their method or maybe use what they're using. And then I have a team meeting. I have a team meeting, and then an hour after that team meeting, I have our training for financial services. So I have a lot of stuff to do in a little bit of time. So I'm going to get off of this, especially when it comes to making infographics and stuff like that. I actually am a little bit worried about being able to get this done in one day, but we'll see. When you use AI, it can do scenes and stuff like that, but when it comes to creating like an infographic, it doesn't really know what a letter is. So you could literally say, you like put this word in the image, but it doesn't really know what the word is. It doesn't know from the graphic side of things. It doesn't know like, oh, okay, we'll throw these characters in there, but they don't show up in the same spot. Or it's like, well, artistically, it should look like this. No, man, that doesn't spell the word correctly. So, anyway, I could maybe have it create the background and then I put the stuff on top of it. We'll see. But in order to do infographics, there's a lot of like data and everything. At least that's how I like to do my infographics, is have data in there, which means a lot of numbers and graphs and stuff like that. So to have AI do that, I just I don't think I can use AI to do it at all, to be honest. So, and then also the risk reversal side of things, I think that's relatively pretty done. Um, Yesterday, I had to come up with a list of breweries. So I'm only really going to target just 2% of the market, which is about 194 breweries. And so I'm just going to do like a small subset of those right now. I do have some friends. It sounds weird, but I don't actually drink. I decided that I'm just not going to drink anymore in December, and so it's very weird for me coming up with this thing. So it's not like I can like go into a brewery and be like, "Hey, man." Uh, it's easier when you go there and you have a beer and then you talk to the owner and you talk to them about the beer. But if I'm not drinking the beer, I guess I could still have the conversation. But I don't know. I think it's easier. So I have a couple of friends that go to breweries all the time. One of them he's also already servicing breweries and he's got a list of 25. So I did come up with the few, the at least 25 that I'll take a look at. And then from there, I will. The thing is I have to figure out what qualifies a brewery to be able to use this program, at least the platinum version of the program. And I would really like to do the platinum version of the program. And like I said, I am targeting breweries right now, but to be honest, there's a local bar slash restaurant here that I think this would work very well at, and especially the platinum version. And that friend that I was talking about, I think it would work at her place too. And I wouldn't charge like I just need all the costs to be covered. And when it comes down to it, like this whole program is going to increase their revenue 20 to 35% on average, but there's going to be places that are way above average. And not to mention, I'm going to give them money as well. So I have to figure out that piece. There has to be a startup. There has to be skin in the game for the brewery. So there has to be skin in the game so we can get the ball rolling. And then once the ball starts rolling, I basically pay them back. And then it ends up costing them nothing. So anyway, that's what I'm working on today. It's a lot of stuff. I guess the main thing I need to do right now is these infographics. That's the main thing today. Not to mention it's Thursday, so I also need to finish doing the research to create the content that I'm going to use to attract the the different breweries and stuff like that. And I'm very excited for the training tonight, for the team meeting, and for the what do you call it? For the training tonight. Like real thing. A lot of things are happening. A lot of things are happening, and and I just got to thank God. And today is day 73 of 75 hard. So 2 more days. Bam. Have an amazing day.